Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope everyone is doing good. Welcome to the second online webinar session organized by Optimus Fox on Introduction to Metaverse. It is my pleasure to thank you all for joining in today. My name is Laiba, your host for tonight, and I am the digital marketing executive at Optimus Fox. So, a little about our company. Optimus Fox is a blockchain development company that provides custom blockchain solutions like smart contract, wallet development, white paper, and hyperledger development. Our professionals have worked in the domains of latest blockchain technologies like Ethereum, Stellar, Hyperledger Fabric, and many more that are believed to bring revolution in the field of IT. But our skill set is not just limited to blockchain. We also offer web and mobile app development, artificial intelligence, UI UX design, and digital marketing services. All right, so before we move in, please know that all your questions will be taken at the end of the webinar. And if you have any questions in between, you can write them down in the chat box below. Now, without further ado, I will turn the time over to Abu Bakr Mujahid, who is the speaker for our today's session. Abu Bakr is a blockchain developer with years of experience in his field. He has worked on optimizing and developing blockchain related dApps, smart contracts, protocols, and architecture. He has also worked on different public and private blockchains like Ethereum, Solana, and Hyperledger. With that, he is also a metaverse enthusiastic and self taught metaverse learner. Abu Bakr, the mic is all yours. Please start with today's session.
Thank you, Laba. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing great. Today we will talk about introductory session on the metaverse. So we will take a look on an introduction to the metaverse. What is metaverse? Why metaverse is becoming so much popular today? And what is the future of the metaverse? We will also look upon the technologies that are used in the metaverse, and if anyone of you want to learn how to work in the metaverse, we will also tell you about that. So moving on to the metaverse, and like before telling me, any one of you want to tell that what is your idea about the metaverse? What metaverse is? Any one of you want to explain that? Okay, okay. So basically, metaverse is a digital space, you can say, where everyone have their own digital representation. People have their own digital representations in the metaverse place, and you can say it's a new version of an internet. Many people talk about the internet as a place, and now as in metaverse, we can actually go into the place to communicate, share, and work with others. As it is an metaverse is basically an internet where you can actually interact with the physical world people. It's just a virtual reality based world where you can interact, you can work with other peoples, you can talk with other peoples, and you can hang out also. Metaverse is basically not a new word. It is already existing technology. It is not a new technology in the world. It is already been used in the many virtual spaces. We will discuss and we will see some of the spaces, and we will see the history of the metaverse also. The metaverse world is not a new. So the metaverse world was already presented since year 2000, as the word just now got popularity after the Zuckerberg announced to change the name of Facebook to Meta. So metaverse world came into become the talk of the mouth because of the Zuckerberg, as everyone is now talking about the metaverse. So, but since year 2000, the meta world do exist in the internet. Like active world is a platform where people can interact and hang out. It has already been into the world of internet since year 2000. Second Life is was also a game which was developed and released for the people in 2003. Second Life was a game where people can walk, talk, sell assets, buy assets, and moreover they have some sort of a marketplace where user can create their own assets and can sell them to the other users. Nowadays, the most popular one metaverse places are Roblox, Verbella. Roblox is basically a game, you can say, where people can also interact and hang out with other people's. Verbella is basically an open world space where people can interact, meet peoples, and although Verbella is also providing their co-working spaces where people can have their own official meetings and can work in their workspaces. Even though Verbella Oracle is also been providing their own work area where people can use their workspaces to attend meetings and do other stuffs. Metaverse is basically comprises of the seven layers. Let's discuss about the layers, like what are the layers and which layer do what. There are totally seven layers. If we talk about the experience, discovery, creator economy, spatial computing, decentralized, which is blockchain, interaction, and the infrastructure. Moving on to the experience is basically you can say about the games that you will experience in the metaverse about of the game, social exports, theater, and the shopping, etc. These all will come into the experience layer of the metaverse. When we talk about the discovery, so basically the ad networks, social rating, stores, agents will all be covering into the layer of the discovery layers. And when we talk about the creator economy, so basically metaverse mainly it is focusing on the creator economy. Creator economy is basically the design tools, asset marketplaces, commons. So basically, the creator economy through metaverse, they want to incentivize the creator also, and the tools that the creator are been providing to work on the metaverse. So all the design tools come into the layer of the creator economy. When we talk about the spatial computing, so all the 3D engines, VR, AR, XR, multitasking UI, geospatial mapping, they all come into the spatial computing layer of the metaverse. As decentralization, which is the blockchain. So when we talk about the blockchain itself, blockchain is a very vast field. So in the metaverse, decentralization layer, the edge computing thing, all the AI based agents that will be performing their microservices in the world of the metaverse, all the AI agents will be coming to the decentralization field, and the blockchains itself will be in the decentralization layer of the metaverse. When we talk about the human interaction, so human interaction can be different. It can be a mobile, sunglasses, wearable, haptic gestures, voice, and neural networks hats. The human interaction vary on in different metaverse based platforms. It can be sometime mobile based, sunglasses based, wearable headsets, etc. If you know about the Pokemon Go game, that was the most popular in past few years. It was also a AR-based game. It has a similar concept of the metaverse. So it was a mobile-based game. When we talk about as Oculus Quest 2 is very much popular these days in the market. So that is an VR-based wearable headset for exploring the Metaverse. When we talk about the infrastructure of the metaverse, that is the main and fundamental layer of the metaverse. So when we talk about the infrastructure, so our all 5G Wi-Fi, 6G cloud, and GPUs material will be come into the infrastructure, because the infrastructure layer is very much important on of the metaverse, as in metaverse is all about the 3D AR VR. So the infrastructure have to be very much strong, and the internet connectivity has to also be very strong. And the GPU, the more good GPU you have, the more smooth metaverse exploration you can explore. Okay, so these days there is a very much popular question like why metaverse? Why is everyone talking about the metaverse? So according to some experts, as the metaverse will prove to be disruptive technology for YouTube also, as metaverse is basically providing you a virtual world and people can openly interact and can visit as many places as they want, and they can interact different peoples and can talk, can play, can attend many events there, can do their work. So experts do say that it will prove to be a disruptive technology for the YouTube, as people will shift towards the virtual world more as they are watching the YouTube. The metaverse is also very important, as the metaverse is changing the current experiences of the people. As like if we talk about some introvert people, so like as in metaverse will be proved to be a very much friendly for the introvert people, as they can interact with different peoples, as they are not as much socially active with the other people, but in virtual world the introvert people can interact more. Metaverse can increase your social networking skills. You can expand your social networks. Moreover, making in the internet is just not looking on the screen, but instead of that, making you inside of it. Metaverse main focus is that make you think inside of the internet. As I told before that metaverse is a new version of the internet. So many people are talking about that. So main focus of the metaverse is that not internet is not just looking on screen, but instead of that, making you inside of it. A living metaverse is also basically a living, shared, everlasting workspace where people can work, can hang out, and do other stuff. So, metaverse has also been confused by many people that is it an AR based, VR based? So, in metaverse, as we discussed in the layer structures of the metaverse, the spiral computing layer, the VR, AR, and XR all come into the metaverse layers, but there are some differences between the AR and VR. Let's discuss that. So, augmented reality, that is AR, basically that uses real world settings, while if we talk about the virtual reality, VR is completely virtual. And moreover, AR users can control their presence in the real world. Like if I talk about the Pokemon Go, and there are many other games that are AR based game. So in AR, users can control their presence in the real world. While when we talk about the VR users are controlled by the system, because you are in totally in the virtual world. You are being controlled by the system. The system is not being controlled by yourself. And moreover, when as then talk about the augmented reality, AR can be accessed with a smartphone, while for the accessing of the VR virtual reality, you need a headset device. You will be needing a wearable gear to enter the virtual reality world. Moreover, AR enhances both the virtual and real world, while the VR only enhances the fictional world. So, metaverse is both of type AR based and VR based. We will also look some of the examples that which metaverses are AR based and VR based. So, people are working on both of the reality based virtual worlds. There, according to some expert, as they say that VR based, virtual reality based metaverse are some kind of not user friendly, and they will affect human health also. So they do prefer the argumentative reality, because as when you are entering into the virtual reality world, you have to wear a headset gear or a wearable gear. So it will affect automatically affect your eyes if you continuously being like spend more time in the virtual reality. So some of the researchers says that AR based virtual reality is more preferable as the VR based virtual reality. Okay, so let's see a short video. It's a video of Wall Street Journal news reporter that she spends his 24 hours into the metaverse based world. The best way to understand the metaverse is to experience it yourself. Experience it yourself.
Wouldn't feel well either if you attempted to spend 24 hours living in virtual reality or the metaverse, even here yet. But the best way to see the start of it is through virtual reality. And since I didn't want to pop into a headset with my kids running around, I packed my bags and moved to the Holiday Inn Express around the corner. I set a few rules. The headset can come off to eat and go to the bathroom. No. Yes, I attempted to sleep with it on. I checked my phone only if it was urgent. I had notifications coming into the Oculus Quest 2 headset, which is made by Meta. It's about to be 6 p.m., which is the start of my metaverse journey, I've got 2 headsets in case of technical issues and lots of apps and other things preloaded for different parts of the day and night. What could go wrong?
Welcome to Beat Saber. Now cut the cubes in the arrow direction and match the color. That was too soon. Wait for the beat. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
She's very mean. I started with games like Beat Saber, since right now they're the most popular use of VR. And while many games allow you to play with others, I had no real friends to play Beat Saber with that evening. So I decided to go elsewhere for some social interaction. Altspace VR, an app that allows you to hang out with other avatars in virtual venues. Okay, I'm gonna customize my avatar for a night out. I guess in the metaverse, I could have short hair. I wasn't exactly prepared for what would happen next. I guess I'll go to this campfire hub. Hello?
Yeah.
As soon as I was in the public area, I started hearing people talk and chat, and apparently there are no masks in the metaverse. I was dropped into an area with lots of trippy little Lego-looking people, and I attempted to interview them.
They're a journalist,
Oh, wow. I want to learn what you guys do in here.
Pretty much everything that you would do in the real world.
I knew I had really made friends forever when they asked me to go to a comedy club by clicking on this portal thing. The club was so obviously fake, but my presence in it and the presence of all these other people felt really real. Do you guys have wine?
Yeah, of course. Wine, everything you want. Just imagine.
I even felt awkward when the comedian hit on my avatar.
Girl, that was trying to find out your name, but I can't because
Oh.
my hands all. I'm trying to be subtle.
I spent a good amount of time in Altspace and came away thinking it's like an AOL chat room, evolved, which I'm not sure is a good or a bad thing. Relax for a moment. Change crap. Yes, meetings in the metaverse are a thing. Hi, Erin. I'm Joanna. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
The idea is that instead of Zoom, you chat as avatars. My first meeting was in an app called Spatial, and of course, it required a different avatar. Yes, that's my actual face on a floating torso. I met up with the co-founder of Spatial, Anand Agarwala, in an NFT art gallery with works from Ken Kelleher, aka Anchorball, on display. This is a great stop because it turns out I'm in an NFT art gallery, which sounds like the metaverse to me.
Heck yeah. I mean, you can't get more metaversey than a, pixelated dog or these crazy heads and stuff or these beautiful sculptures.
We also went to a campfire where I asked him about the lack of legs.
Right? The headset tracks your head and your hands, and so we can make it do realistic stuff. What are my legs supposed to do? We can't actually detect this tech.
Okay, so that was a short video of Wall Street Journal reporter his her 24 hours in the Oculus Quest 2 base metaverse space world. So as in we will discuss the Oculus Quest 2 application also in the metaverse space world. So as in metaverse, as you saw that people do hang out, people can attend their meetings, official meetings, they can work there, they can hang out, and they can interact as many people as they want. So let's talk about some of the application of the metaverse. The most popular application of the metaverse and right now are the games, 3D museum, shoppings, concerts, virtual homes, virtual workspaces, NFTs, and the crypto tokens. As the virtual homes and virtual workspaces are being provided with the are being provided by the Meta. We will discuss that also. The Horizon homes and the workspaces. Okay, so when we talk about the game, so the most popular metaverse-based game platform currently in the market is the Sandbox. Sandbox is basically a game for cell phones and Microsoft Windows, and that is being developed by the game studio Pixel. So in Sandbox, you can basically buy and sell metaverse-based lands. You can buy game assets from the marketplace of the Sandbox. You can make your own metaverse based land and world in the Sandbox. Sandbox have their own NFT marketplaces. So that NFT marketplace are basically the metaverse based game assets and land assets. Anyone can go and create their own virtual world by buying and metaverse based assets. You can play metaverse based game and you can visit different people metaverse based land and can enjoy and hang out with the people. So right now the Sandbox is one of the most popular metaverse based gaming platform into the metaverse space industry right now. Moving on to the NFT lands and into the metaverse. So there is a project next year that is very much popular and very large amount of number of people are buying land on the Nexert. So the concept of Nexert is basically it is a first true land ownership platform in the metaverse based world. They have the whole map of the world, and you can search any of the place, and if it's upon the sale, you can buy that. So it is a totally NFT based, a metaverse based land buying and selling platform. They also provide the functionalities of staking the land, buying the land, and you can also place bids on the land. And there's an also auction going on their platform. So Nexart is one of the most popular NFT based land platform example in the metaverse based world. Moving on to the shopping centers. Me- uh, I guess you all know about the Walmart. So Walmart is one of the most popular and the biggest shopping centers in US and many other states. So Walmart basically have created their own metaverse-based store into the Oculus Quest, where you can do shopping using crypto, and like you can purchase products and they are being directly delivered to your home. Also in their store, a virtual assistant is there to help you out. Let's see a short video of Walmart store, metaverse based store.
Hi, thanks for visiting Walmart. I will be your shopping assistant module today, but you can call me Sam for short. Okay, let's get started. I have your shopping list loaded up, and I'm tracking your oil change so I can let you know as soon as it's done. You see the tomato sauce on your left? Go ahead and grab that and then place it in your cart. Great. Looks like you need a good wine pairing. Take a look to your right. Your age has already been pre-verified through your profile, so no need to wait for an ID check. Just place the item in your cart whenever you're ready. I'm getting a notification from your connected smart fridge. It looks like you already have a full gallon of milk at home. Should we put this one back? Hey, good news. Your oil change is done. Your vehicle will be ready at the Tire and Lube Express. I've added the service charge to your cart. Now for the fun stuff. To electronics. You've definitely saved the best for last. This TV has great reviews on Walmart.com. Add it to your cart, and I'll have it brought to the front for you. Need any accessories? Here are some options on Jet.com. Looks like that's everything on your list. Are you ready to check out with Walmart Pay? I'll have the TV brought out to your car. Thanks for shopping at Walmart. Have a great day.
Okay, so that was a short video of the metaverse based Walmart store. So When you shop into the metaverse based Walmart store, you basically buy all the stuff virtually, but they actually deliver all the products at your homes. You pay into the crypto, or you can use their own Walmart wallet and other wallets that are available, like Apple Wallet, Google Pay Wallet, and they actually deliver all the products that you purchase virtually to your home. So that is one of the most popular store that have moved their store into the metaverse space world. Other brands also are moving their stores into the metaverse space world of Oculus Quest 2. Like Gucci have have opened their store into the Oculus Quest 2, and moreover Nike has also been planning to open their stores into the metaverse space world. Okay, so moving on to the next application of the metaverse space world is virtual homes. So Meta, the former company name is Facebook, has made their own metaverse space world where they have introduced Horizon World. As you all know about the Oculus Quest 2. So in Horizon World, they have their own Horizon-based societies in which you are being provided with Horizon homes and Horizon workspaces. So anyone of you can go into the Horizon world and can use the Horizon workspace or the Horizon home, but the Meta is actually planning to provide a sale facility to the users that people can own homes and workspaces into the metaverse, their metaverse space world, and they can then rent those out and can earn a profit from those. So Meta is continuously working on stabilizing the metaverse space, their world, and the Horizon world also. Okay, so moving on to the next, what is the role of the blockchain in the metaverse? As blockchain itself is a very expanded field, and the metaverse is also been expanding day by day. So, as an internet is an immersive interactive device that can provide a metaverse with a networking foundation, computing. So, for a transparency, like if we talk about the Walmart store, so for a transparency and for a trust factor, so the blockchain will be playing a very crucial role in that, like for paying for the products, for paying for the assets you have been purchasing in the metaverse based world. So as everything needs to be transparent, as you are purchasing the products into the virtual store, so blockchain will be playing the main role there. As an even in some of the metaverse based world, your avatar characters will be also NFT based. So you have to purchase those through cryptocurrencies, and moreover many of the utility tokens have they shifted their utility of their tokens to the metaverse based world. So blockchain has also been playing a role there. We will discuss that also. Blockchain is mainly acting as a transparent bridge between the virtual world for purchasing and selling of the assets, and for transferring of the ownerships and maintaining the all the transparent rules into the metaverse space world. So as I said, that utility tokens. So first, as I guess some of you know about the blockchain. So there are utility tokens in the blockchain. So first, they have their utility of just being for the transaction purposes or like for purchasing something. But as the metaverse world is here, the utility tokens have changed their own utility also. Like there is a token named as Vegas token. They have created their own metaverse-based casino world. They have clone, you can say, like Las Vegas casinos into their metaverse based world, where you can go and play casinos and can place bets by using their own token. So now as metaverse is expanding, so some of the use cases of the blockchain are being also being changed, so the tokens are being used into the metaverse based world in a different ways. So, as I said, that the blockchain will be providing an open and transparent economic system into the metaverse space world, like including the online payments transfer. Like if you want to like user will have an ability to buy the virtual asset, so they can pay through the crypto payments, and their transactions will be transparent, and anyone can see that the total system will be transparent and economically beneficial. The fair, transparent system and the efficient economic system is beneficial for improving the mass collaboration into the metaverse-based world, because as metaverse is not the place for the one person. Many people will be interacting there, and people will be using the metaverse space world. And as we discussed the sandbox, like if we talk about the sandbox, it is a game based metaverse space world. So people do purchase the game assets and game metaverse based lands asset. So a transparency economic system is being required. So the blockchain is playing its role there by providing a transparent economical system into the metaverse space world. So when we talk about the value of the blockchain in metaverse, that is basically mainly reflected like for the payment settlement system, for the smart contract, for the NFTs, marketplaces, where the user can purchase any of the assets, land-based assets, game assets, and moreover in the game's avatar. When we talk about the payment and settlement system, so as we already discussed about as an example of the Walmart store, like people can pay the groceries they have purchased through the crypto payments. Smart contracts. So a smart contract is the main business logic of any blockchain based decentralized application. So in metaverse based world, also the smart contract role will be there. Any of the game you are creating, or you are creating an NFT based marketplace, so smart contracts will be there. Another value of the blockchain in the metaverse is the non-fungible token, that is NFTs. So as in I said that many of the game and virtual worlds, your avatar character will be NFT based. So people have to purchase their avatar characters, so that are that will be NFTs. So that is basically another value of blockchain in the metaverse. When we talk about the marketplaces, as discussed earlier, so the marketplaces will be two kind of one for the games and one for the NFT marketplace, or like there are can be many other use cases of the NFT marketplace into the metaverse space world, but the most popular one are the game for the games avatars, for the purchasing of your game based land assets, game assets for avatar purchasing. So that are basically the value of the blockchain, and mainly the value of the blockchain in the metaverse. Okay, so when we talk about the metaverse based world, so what programming language will we be using for that, for creating our own virtual reality based world or metaverse based world? So there's a programming language that is called 3D programming. So let's discuss what is 3D programming. So although there are two most popular 3D programming languages that are C++, C Sharp, or you can say C hash. 3D programming is a bit difficult and hard to learn, but you can do as much as customization you want. 3D programming is being used to develop architecture based metaverse based world, that is also being used in the media entertainment industry and supercomputing and the game development. Unity is one of the example in which you can code also through C sharp and can create your metaverse based world. Not only metaverse based world, you can create different games in those Unity platforms. So these are the main use cases in which the 3D programming are being currently used for designing the architecture of the metaverse, or you can say for the games, or many like if you want to create a 3D based architecture, you can use a 3D programming language. Media and entertainment industry is also been using the 3D programming language in some of their use cases. And like for example, if you're talking about science fiction movies, or like something character based avatar character based movies, so they are being using 3D programming. In manufacturing and supercomputing, the 3D programming has also been used for the chip designing and many other use cases, like for example, car designing, for creating a virtual world to test car the model of the cars you created. So 3D programming is also being used there. And the most popular use case of the 3D programming language is the game development. All the games mainly are being built on the C sharp and Unity, Unreal Engine. You are probably know those platforms. The 3D programming is mainly used for the metaverse based world creation. When we talk about VFX artists, some people do discuss that VFX artists has a very major role into the metaverse based world. So yes, metaverse is nothing without the VFX artists. VFX artist is the main key role, you can say, for creating and developing a metaverse based world. So if we talk about the 3D programming languages for web developer, like most of our developers are more into the front end designing and for the web development. So you can design your 3D virtual worlds through web development. Some of the frameworks are providing. So one of the framework is aframe.io. The other one is Babylon, Play Canvas, and 3.js. 3.js is one of the most popular framework for the development of web-based metaverse-based world. It is a JavaScript-based library, and it is mostly used these days. The documentation is very easy, and you can design your own metaverse-based world very easily using 3.js. It will be a web-based application. Okay, so as you already know that Facebook, Meta, former name as Facebook, is being into metaverse. So not only Meta is working on the metaverse, so many other competitors are also in the market. Nvidia Omniverse is one of the most high competitor of the metaverse based world. Let's discuss about the Nvidia Omniverse, like what they are offering. Okay. So, as you all know, NVIDIA is a company that used to make the graphic cards for your computer. So they are being also in the metaverse. So they have their own software named as NVIDIA Omniverse. NVIDIA Omniverse is a, like you can say, their parent company. They have a multi-GPU real-time reference development platform for 3D simulating and designing. They have provided their own software where you can design 3D simulations and design many other collaborations. You can say you can create 3D models and can explore people can explore those models by using virtual reality and can interact there also. So NVIDIA Omniverse is also developing the metaverse based worlds, and they are developing it very fast as compared to metaverse because they are already into the field of the GPU world, and they have mainly working on the 3D simulations. While we talk about the Meta, so Meta have their own Oculus Quest 2. As you all know about that, Oculus Quest 2 is a VR based headset glasses through which you can interact with the meta virtual reality based or metaverse based world. Uh, through using through Oculus Quest 2, you can explore their horizon homes, offices, and can interact people and can join the events going on there. So Facebook Meta is also subsidizing Oculus a lot to reduce their prices and are being enforcing people, or like you can so promoting their Oculus Quest 2, that people should shift to the metaverse based world. While using Oculus Quest 2, you can also play games, attend parties, attend concerts, and be a part of the virtual world. You can do anything into the Oculus Quest 2. Not only Nvidia and Facebook are working, Microsoft has also been working into the metaverse based world. So, Microsoft Metaverse is a bit different from Facebook, as Facebook Metaverse base is being accessed through the Oculus Quest 2 or wearable headset, while Microsoft don't believe into the virtual reality based headsets. As I told you, there is a health factor there. The researchers has explained that it will do affect your health more as compared to the AR based virtual world. So Microsoft is not working on a VR headset based virtual reality world. They are been developing the metaverse based world as an AR based world to make the digital identities easier. Microsoft is working on making metaverse based world to give you ease in turning your identity as digital. Like if you talk about a company, so Microsoft Metaverse is allowing you and giving you an ease to turn your company identity into a digital identity into a virtual based world. So as I discussed that Microsoft Metaverse is not a VR based, it will be a desktop based software based. So Virbela, one of the virtual world, is also being focused on making metaverse based world. It is very much popular as many Indian weddings and many international weddings are going on into the Verbella metaverse based world. So that is also a desktop based metaverse based world. Okay, so Unreal Engine is also working on the metaverse. So they have their software name as Meta Human. Meta Human, basically Meta Human mainly means a human with a superpower. So Meta Human is currently into the beta version. You can register for that, and they will allow you, if they approve your profile for that, you can access the Meta Human. That is an Unreal Engine project where you can design your 3D human based characters. And moreover, the Meta Human is also providing to the interoperability of the Meta Human characters as an NFT based characters. We will discuss about this interoperability of the NFT characters. In the Meta Human, you can customize your character as much as you want. You can design your total human based character into the Unreal Engine Meta Human. It is more likely you are saying a live human that is very much high definition. Not a powerful GPU is required to access this. It is an website based software. So if you don't have any GPU, so still you can access that. Okay, interoperability into the metaverse. So, as Metaverse promises an immersive and argumentative experience in living in the realistic digital space, so interoperability into the Metaverse is a very big problem. Like, do people do are working on this interoperability? And as I told, the MetaHuman is the main competitor in the whole Metaverse-based market who is working on this interoperability thing. If we talk about the interoperability, like blockchain ecosystem have both interoperability and non-interoperability platforms. As a metaverse, when we talk about the metaverse, interoperable metaverse is yet to be realized. Interoperability will be the driving force behind the metaverse, because people do believe that the if like if you have purchased your like if you talk about, you have purchased an NFT. There is a, like for example, that was a meta human character. You have designed that and you have paid for that. So you will want that you can take that NFT character into the other metaverse space world. Like for example, for example, there are 10 metaverse space world on the Unreal Engine. So you do want that, you will be wanting that you can move your this one NFT character of the meta human to the other virtual based world also. So that will be the interoperability into the metaverse based world on which currently the Unreal Engine is working. Um, Not all the metaverse based companies are working on that, but Unreal Engine is working into the interoperability, as it is a very much bigger issue to be worked on. Okay, so moving on to the programming languages and hardware that are being required for the metaverse. So the metaverse is not a product for of one company or of one dev. Not you can say that only a single dev can work on for the creation of a metaverse based world. A total team will be required for creation of that. There are multiple language combination through which you can make a metaverse based product. Like for the if we talk about the AR based world, the C sharp, C or C++, and Java also will be mainly used to develop an AR-based metaverse-based world. And when we talk about a VR-based world, so there are some scripting languages available, or moreover, there are some software available where a VFX artist can design that virtual world, and that can be exported on the to the Unreal Engine. And then after that, you can integrate into your use case. Like if you are creating for that desktop base or a headset base, that totally depends upon that. Like for and for the decentralization into the metaverse space world, like it totally depends upon the blockchain that you are using. Like for example, if you are making a game based metaverse space world and you have an NFT based marketplace, so it will totally depend upon the blockchain you are using. Like if you are making the marketplace on the Ethereum, so you will be using the Solidity. If you are using Solana, so you will be using the Rust. And if the marketplaces on Cardano, you will be using the Haskell. So if we talk about the NVIDIA, like as I told you before, that there are some softwares that can be used to create virtual world. So NVIDIA is one of them. So they have their own framework that is known as the USD. That is you have to learn USD fundamentals to work on the framework of NVIDIA's. There are also advanced framework of USD, that is basically the framework of NVIDIA. They own that. Moreover, instead using of the USD, you can also use C++ or Python to work on the frame to work in the NVIDIA for the creation of the virtual world. When we talk about the hardwares, like if you want to access the metaverse based world of Meta, so you will be needing the Oculus Quest 2 to access the Meta virtual world. And if we talk about the Unreal Engine or NVIDIA base um, Meta-based world, so NVIDIA Omniverse do provide a platform where you can access their currently existing uh, virtual worlds. So you will be requiring the NVIDIA Omniverse. People are more focusing on not to create a metaverse based world that requires high GPU powers, because everyone don't own a super a good GPU computer. So people are more focusing on visual based world that are not requiring very much high power GPUs. Okay. So thank you for your time, and it's time for questions.
Right. Anyone who wants to ask a question can raise their hand and we'll allow the mic. All right, Hassan, you can ask your question.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सबसे पहले तो सबको सेकंड क्वेश्चन मेरा सर ये था कि मेटावर्स जो है
जी जी।
वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ वर्चुअल रियलिटी पे ही बेस करती है मतलब जितनी भी एनएफटीज वगैरह क्रिएट होती हैं या जो भी हमने वर्चुअली कैरेक्टर्स क्रिएट करने होंगे तो हम उसके लिए हर जगह मेटावर्स को ही यूज करेंगे हाँ वो ब्लॉकचेन के अंदर हो या वो किसी भी जगह के अंदर हो यूनिटी के अंदर हो या अनरियल इंजन के अंदर हो
ओके। अच्छा मैंने जैसे कहा था कि मेटावर्स इज नॉट ओनली ऑफ वीआर, इट कैन बी ऑफ एआर। जैसा कि अभी हम लोगों ने वीआर और एआर के डिफरेंसेस पढ़े भी थे। सो एआर जो होता है वो आपके इन जो रियल वर्ल्ड होते हैं उसको भी एक्सेस कर रहा होता है। सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट कि अगर आपने एनएफटीज बनाने हैं तो आपको वीआर में ही जाके वर्चुअल रियलिटी में ही एनएफटीज बनाने पड़ेंगे। इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। जो एआर होता है आपका, उसको यूज़र खुद कंट्रोल कर रहा होता है और उसकी प्रेजेंस इन द रियल वर्ल्ड होती है, और जो कि वो स्मार्टफोन से भी एक्सेस किया जा सकता है। सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि आपको वीआर में ही जाना पड़ेगा उसके लिए।
एआर के अंदर हम किस तरह मतलब उसकी डिप्लॉयमेंट हम एआर में कैसे करेंगे कि एक पर्सन वर्चुअली हमारे पास एक और जगह के ऊपर प्रेजेंट हो
किस चीज़ की डिप्लॉयमेंट? फॉर द एनएफटीज, करेक्ट? एनएफटीज कह रहे हैं आप?
नहीं, आप कह रहे हैं ना कि ये हम मेटावर्स जो है वो हम एआर के लिए भी यूज करते हैं तो एआर के लिए हम क्या चीज यूज करेंगे कि हम एक पर्सन को एक जगह से उठा उठा के एक वर्चुअली एक जगह के दूसरी जगह के ऊपर प्रेजेंट करना है
अच्छा, ओके। सो आपके जो होंगे ना पूरे पूरे एवाटार बेस्ड करेक्टर्स होंगे, तो आप किसी एक पर्सन को उठा के नहीं लेके जा रहे होंगे। आपका अपना एवाटार कैरेक्टर होगा दैट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटिंग यू इनटू द मेटावर्स स्पेस वर्ल्ड, जिसकी थ्रू आपकी रिप्रेजेंटेशन होगी। अगर हम लोग ये करना चाहते हैं ना कि अगर हमारा एक ही मेटावर्स बेस कैरेक्टर है जिसको हम अपने सारे मेटावर्स बेस वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड्स में एक्सेस करवाना चाह रहे हैं, ठीक है। अगर हम उसकी बात करते हैं तो दैट इज इंटरप्रोबिलिटी इनटू द मेटावर्स, जिसकी हमने बात की थी कि जो आपका इंटरप्रोबिलिटी के ऊपर काम कर रहा है एनवीडिया ओमनिवर्स, उसके थ्रू हम ये काम कर सकते हैं कि इन फ्यूचर, अभी वो खुद करंटली काम कर रहे हैं कि आप एक ही एनएफटी बेस्ड कैरेक्टर होगा आपका, एवटार बेस्ड कैरेक्टर जो कि आप ओन कर रहे होंगे, जिसको आप डिफरेंट वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड्स में लेके जा सकते हैं। बट
ठीक
आपकी जो है वो एज एन एवटार बेस्ड आइडेंटिटी होगी।
आइडेंटिटी हमारी मतलब रियलिटी जो हमारी रियलिटी जो हमारे जो भी अपीयरेंस है वो रियलिटी अपीयरेंस नहीं हमारी जाएगी, हमारा एवटार ही जाएगा जहाँ पे।
यस, एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली। आप अगर मेटा ह्यूमन को एक्सप्लोर करें ना, तो आप अपना जिस तरह लाइक रियल फेस होता है, बिल्कुल 100% तो नहीं, बट सम हाउ 70 to 80% आप अपना जैसा करेक्टर डिफाइन कर सकते हैं मेटा ह्यूमन में।
सही, ये जो जिस तरह का आपने पायलट दिखाया था।
जी। तो आप मेरा ह्यूमन
ठीक।
में डिफाइन अपना क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, 70 to 80% आप अपनी एक्यूरेसी ला सकते हैं। इट्स स्टिल इन द बीटा फेज, काम कर रहे हैं लोग उस पे। तो बट समहाउ यू कैन से दैट 70 to 80% आप ला सकते हैं उसमें अपनी एक्यूरेसी।
अच्छा सर, मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन है, ये अपलोड कब होगा? क्योंकि लास्ट जो इंट्रोडक्शन टू ब्लॉकचेन था वो ऑलमोस्ट कुछ 5 to 6 डेज के बाद अपलोड हुआ था। कुछ मेरे से ये मिस हो चुका है, तो मुझे थोड़ा सा ये चाहिए था, स्टार्टिंग वाला फेज चाहिए था मुझे।
ये अपलोड
All right. Video will be uploaded in 1 to 2 days, so you don't have to worry about that.
थैंक थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम।
थैंक यू हसन।
Okay, we have some other questions. Waleed Mudassir, you can ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Waleed, and I wanted to know more about the buying and selling of the virtual land.
Okay.
Uh, what value proposition does it have, and why would anyone want to buy a virtual space when there are many physical spaces available already?
Okay. So, Waleed, as in a metaverse space world, so people do buy to create their own, like currently, like if we talk about the sandbox, people do buying the land to build their own metaverse space world. As in future, they can expand their world and can create, like for example, they can create workspaces. Like for example, you purchase a virtual base world on the sandbox, you will be creating and expanding your land, and like for example you have created your workspace like Valid workspace in a metaverse space world. So you can rent out those workspaces, or you can offer people to use your workspaces to attend meetings, to do their work. So in the end you will be like earning some kind of revenue from those metaverse based world. So people are buying the virtual worlds, like if for the future you can expand those worlds or your land to create your own, like for example Meta is creating horizon homes. You can do as many things as you want. You can create more assets on your land, you can create workspaces, you can those out your lands, and you can do other stuff also.
I'm sorry, but I know what you're talking about. I already know how it works.
Mhm.
I just want to know that why would someone have a virtual space when they can do Zoom meetings, they can have Microsoft Team meetings, like they can communicate, they can have a hassle-free communication on so many platforms. Why is that uh, that people would like to have a meeting uh, on a virtual reality or augmented reality based systems in metaverse?
Okay, Walid, if we talk about in terms of value exponentially, you can say making it worthy for investor considerations. People do buy the virtual based world. People do are buying the virtual lands, and moreover, like it is predicted that uh, in 2025, a 400 billion total revenue of and it will be a total of 400 billion market of the virtual world. So some people are buying into the hype of that, and moreover, exponentially, in terms of value, it is increasing. The virtual land is increasing, and people are moving into the virtual worlds. So that is one of the main reason that people do want to buy the virtual worlds, virtual based lands.
Walid, Assalamu alaikum. I would like to add over here a bit. It's something just like, you play games. So you're playing PUBG probably. Okay, so you already know that there are skins in PUBG. You buy stuff over there. So what you do is you pay through your Google wallets, or you pay through your Apple accounts, or other ways you buy the UC over there, and then you purchase the stuff. So my question would be that why are you buying stuff in a game? So this is the same type of question that you are asking me, asking us that why somebody wants to buy a land. So eventually, what is happening is the world is going towards a virtual kind of an environment. So there is going to be this world, physical world, and there is going to be a virtual world. So everybody wants to be the first to be the pioneer to buy those stuff and buy the. For instance, Dubai is making Meta Dubai. Okay, so what is going to happen over there? So right now, anybody who is the first one, he can get over there and buy Burj Khalifa. Let's say the land of Burj Khalifa, they can buy over there. Okay, so similarly, this is the same concept that is going on. People are buying things for the future, so it's kind of an investment as well. Just like you go and buy a piece of land near DHA, and then you wait for DHA to expand, and then it is included over there in DHA. So your the value increases. So similarly, it's now happening in the virtual world. Sorry, thank you.
People are basically thinking it is an good investment with a potential of future profit. So people do invest into the virtual worlds, virtual lands. I hope, Valit,
Uh,
you got your answer.
Thank you, Talal and Abu Bakr. Actually, the thing is, uh, if I I want to invest in virtual property. Do I have to use the cryptocurrency only, or can it be bought using other currencies as well?
Okay, so Valit, it totally depends upon the platform. Some platform do offers purchasing through fiat, but eventually, as in it is a metaverse based world and a blockchain being used there, so a platform do offers that you come up with your fiat currency and you can swap them into the crypto, and then you can purchase the land through cryptocurrencies.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Valit.
Uh, it was a really good session.
Thank you.
All right, I guess that's all. Abu Bakr, anything else before we wrap up?
Uh, Before you wrap up, I have few other questions if you would like to answer.
Yes, yes, Valit.
As a developer, uh, what do you think is the best uh, side to go towards in metaverse reality, and what kind of development do you see uh, booming in near future?
If you are talking about the metaverse.
Yeah, I'm talking about metaverse, and I'm also a developer, and
Okay.
I would like to know if I
Like
choose.
you want to learn about the metaverse, how you can work into the metaverse.
Yeah, I wanna be a basically a blockchain developer, or maybe a metaverse, some kind of development in the metaverse.
Okay,
What are the
okay,
fields they are, and what are the best opportunities, and uh, which would have a good growth?
okay. Okay, Walid. So there are mainly two things. For developing metaverse space world, you have to be a VFX artist. But if we talk about if you are a web developer, so as I discussed, there are many of the libraries, and the most popular one is 3.js. That is a JavaScript based library through which you can create your pixel based metaverse based world. Okay, but if we talk about a very high definition, high end metaverse based world as the meta, so that is totally of the VFX artist. Or if you don't want to be go in totally into the VFX artist, you can learn Blender. Blender is one of the tool. I believe you might heard the name of the Blender. So you can use Blender to create your metaverse based NFT characters, or like a short metaverse based like characters, or like metaverse based world. So Blender can be used for that. But creating the metaverse world is totally a work of the VFX artist. As I discussed, that a metaverse is not developing a metaverse based world is not a role of, is not a game of one dev. So there is a team of many peoples, and everyone have to play their own role in developing or in making the metaverse based world. But if you want to learn some of the metaverse based world things, I will prefer you learn Blender, or do learn the third web.js. That is a JavaScript based library, and it do has good community support, and you can learn that easily. Third, using that JavaScript framework.
Thank you so much again. Really obliged.
Thank you, Ali.
Right, so we have some time constraint as well. We are going to take last question from Naveed. Naveed, go ahead and please ask your question.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी। मेरा सवाल ये है कि वर्चुअल एसेट्स जो है, लाइक इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द फेसबुक मेटावर्स, तो वो वर्चुअल एसेट जो है, वो जो मेटावर्स है, वो स्टोर कहाँ पे कर रहे हैं? मतलब इज देयर अ सेंट्रलाइज्ड डेटाबेस जो कि उनका अपना है, या कोई डिसेंट्रलाइज चीज है? क्योंकि ये ब्लॉकचेन पे तो हम स्टोर नहीं कर सकते इसको।
Okay, Naveed, so there are many decentralized storages available. जिधर आप उनका मेरा डेटा like you can store that. So काफ़ी ज़्यादा हमारे पास decentralized storage available हैं जिधर हम इनको store कर सकते हैं. Currently मेटा जो है, मेटा कोई blockchain use नहीं कर रहा अपने virtual metaverse based world में. उसमें कोई blockchain use नहीं हुई हुई. ठीक है. तो अगर हम लोग ब्लॉकचेन बेस्ड मेटावर्स बेस्ड वर्ल्ड की बात करते हैं, तो उसमें हम डिसेंट्रलाइज स्टोरेज यूज करते हैं. ठीक है. टू मेकिंग अवर सिस्टम कंप्लीटली डिसेंट्रलाइज, तो हम क्लेम कर सकते हैं कि हमारा सिस्टम कंप्लीटली डिसेंट्रलाइज है. बट करेंटली जो आप अगर मेटा की बात करें, तो मेटा जो है उसमें जो करेक्टर्स हैं ना, वो एनएफटी बेस्ड करेक्टर्स हैं, ना ही वो कोई ब्लॉकचेन यूज कर रहे हैं इन टू देयर मेटावर्स बेस्ड वर्ल्ड. हाँ, जो मैंने जो वर्बेला डिस्कस किया था मेटावर्स बेस्ड वर्ल्ड, उनका प्लान है कि वो अपने मेटावर्स बेस्ड वर्ल्ड को एज एन ब्लॉकचेन बेस्ड डिसेंट्रलाइज बेस्ड मेटावर्स लैंड बनाएंगे. उसमें तब जाके हम डिसेंट्रलाइज स्टोरेजेस यूज कर लेंगे. लेकिन अभी करेंटली जो आपका मेटा है, वो कोई ब्लॉकचेन यूज नहीं कर रहा, ना ही उसके जो एवेटार्स हैं या करेक्टर्स हैं वो एनएफटी बेस्ड हैं.
राइट, थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू नवीद. थैंक यू.
Right. So thank you so much, Abu Bakr. And I guess that's all for tonight. A little update about our next big event. We have a 1 month blockchain certification program coming up very soon. I've shared the details in the chat box below, and also the registration form with that. Anyone who wants to register can go to our website and look at the details over there. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today. And about the recording of this video, it's going to be available in 1 to 2 days on our YouTube channel. So you make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. See you all next time.